Now, with a few weeks to go until school's back, an organisation that provides shoes and uniforms to struggling families says the demand for that assistance is growing.
Over the past year, State Schools Relief says it's had a 26% increase in requests for help. And with many families expected to face more economic hardship in 2012, the trend is likely to continue. David Schmidt is the CEO of State Schools Relief and he joins us in the studio now. Good morning.
Good morning.
Now, this operates through the schools itself, doesn't it? Not directly with families.
Absolutely. That's the only way we can make sure that the people who really need it, the communities themselves and the school communities know who needs the assistance, and school principals are the ones who sign off on it.
Why do you think there has been such a big increase?
In Victoria, particularly the economic downturn, I think, started with the drought, and really the impact of that really hasn't subsided yet. That was followed by the bushfires, which really was a specific areas, then the floods also. So we've had a whole range of things that happen in the rural communities that have impacted on it.
And it's not just the rural communities, there's general cost of living pressure on a lot of families.
Oh, absolutely. And what is happening is that there's a slowdown in retail and manufacturing. There's been the disposable income of families has dropped off. So we've had less overtime, casual work, mums and that not getting the work they had before. So the disposable incomes of families is decreased. Not necessarily unemployment, but the income is decreased. And that really impacts on what families can do with their finance.
And this is the time of year that parents start thinking about children heading back to school and all the school supplies that they might need. So how busy is your organisation at the moment?
We're again, unfortunately, having record applications. My two coordinators, Val and Pam, have been absolutely run off their feet in terms of dealing with the applications. It was prior to Christmas, and when we return next week and the week after, I expect those applications now to really boom.
What sort of equipment, clothing and the like do you provide to kids?
We do new footwear and clothing. Any clothing that's required for schooling in government schools in Victoria, we provide. So we do it in two ways. One is stock. So it's all the new shoes. We do good quality stuff. We won't have any poor quality material going out to disadvantaged kids. And then we have a co-payment arrangement for those that have got tags or uniform requirements. So it might be a logo on a shirt or a jumper. So then we do a co-payment for that.
And what difference have you found that this makes to the students themselves? Well,
it's really the self-image of students is really the major issue. We'll get them back into school, but to have them looking like the same as anyone else in the school, so that they're not bullied because they're poor. And like we had a girl there not long ago, last year, not a Melbourne school, but a rural school was hanging around, not coming into school. She's a 14-year-old girl who wasn't coming into school. Now the welfare coordinator got to her and found out it was a uniform issue. That afternoon, Val had the child information to the retail outlet and to the school, and the mum went up and picked up the clothes, and the girl was back at school the next day. So that made a huge difference to that kid. So actually, the attendance at school, if we can get the children into school, the schools can then work with the kids.
Where do you get the money from to buy all this stuff?
We through corporate. The government has provided all administrative costs. So what we do then is ask the corporate for corporate support and school support, and unfortunately we're not getting sufficient of that at the moment. But so our major sponsors are, I won't probably name them on the ABC, but we have the corporates and the schools are our major funders.
And this is an organisation that's only in Victoria. Have you had interest from other states about setting up something similar there?
Yeah, and there's a little bit of chatter at the moment about other states picking it up. In fact,
because this isn't a problem that's isolated in Victoria, this is around the country.
Absolutely, it's nationwide, and different states have different ways of dealing with it. But in Victoria, although we are successful, and the rise in application demonstrates that, I suppose, the success of our organisation in dealing with the issues of student attendance at school and uniforms.
David Schmidt, thank you so much for joining us from State Schools Relief.
And good luck.
All the best.